Level 7. The Inevitable. 6 players, 6 different kinds of inevitability. The same outcome every time. Cristiano Ronaldo scored 450 goals in 438 appearances at Real Madrid. Over 100 with his right foot, over 100 with his left foot, over 100 with his head. 3 separate categories, each at a level most strikers would build a career around. The bicycle kick against Juventus in the 2018 Champions League quarter-final, where the stadium stood and applauded their own opponent. The header against Sampdoria in December 2019, airborne for 1.5 seconds, peak height 2.56 meters, a vertical performance comparable to NBA centers. Then, at 40 years old in November 2025, another bicycle kick for Al Nassr against Al Khalij, his 954th career goal. The Manchester United winger evolved into the most efficient penalty box finisher of the 2000s, sacrificed dribbling for positioning in his late 20s, and the goal return scaled accordingly. The evolution itself is the case for Level 7. He became inevitable by deciding to Robert Lewandowski. Bayern Munich, September 22, 2015. Half-time substitute, Bayern losing 1-0 to Wolfsburg. Lewandowski scored 5 goals in 8 minutes and 59 seconds. Tap-in, low strike from 20 yards. Rebound, volley, acrobatic volley from the edge of the box that left Pep Guardiola holding his head on the touchline. The fastest 5-goal haul in Bundesliga history by a margin that may never be broken. In 2020-21, he scored 41 Bundesliga goals, breaking Gerd Müller's record that had stood for 49 years. Over 700 senior career goals for club and country. Both feet, headers, instinct, technique, movement. Erling Haaland scored a hat-trick on his Champions League debut for Salzburg against Genk in September 2019, the first half of his first match in the competition. The only player ever to score a first-half hat-trick on Champions League debut. He moved to Dortmund in January 2020 and scored a hat-trick on his Bundesliga debut against Augsburg, off the bench in 20 minutes. Guinness World Record. He moved to Manchester City in summer 2022 and scored twice on his Premier League debut against West Ham. The first player ever to score more than 1 goal on a competitive debut for 3 different clubs. Then 36 goals in his first Premier League season, a record for a 38-match campaign. 52 goals in all competitions across his debut English season. The fastest player ever to 20 Premier League goals, then 30, then 40. The continental treble in his first attempt. The best hat-trick ratio in modern football. 1 every 11 games across his entire senior career. Better than Ronaldo, better than Messi. He is not the most technically refined finisher in this list. He doesn't need to be. He arrives in the box and the ball goes in. Ruud van Nistelrooy. The penalty box was his playground. Once the ball entered it, the outcome was decided. 95 Premier League goals in 150 matches for Manchester United. A strike rate that almost nobody has matched before or since. 12 Champions League goals across 9 consecutive matches in 2002/03. A sequence that earned him UEFA's Best Striker in Europe award. He almost never scored from outside the box. He didn't need to. He didn't drop deep. He occupied central areas and waited for the moment to arrive. 6th place in all-time Champions League goals, with 56. The most pure penalty box predator the Premier League has ever seen. Lionel Messi scored 91 goals in the calendar year 2012. Nobody had done that before. Nobody has done it since. La Liga's all-time top scorer. Champions League's all-time top scorer until Ronaldo passed him. 8 Ballon d'Ors. Over 850 senior career goals. The chip against Real Betis in March 2019, where the home crowd at the Benito Villamarín stood and applauded their opponent because what they had just witnessed couldn't carry any bitterness. Free kicks, chips, curlers, tap-ins, one-on-ones, the back post finish. There is no kind of finish in the modern game he has not scored. Harry Kane. The penalty argument exists, and pretending it doesn't is dishonest. Kane scores a lot of penalties. He has also done everything else. He scored 36 Bundesliga goals in his first season at Bayern, the most by a player in his debut Bundesliga campaign. Then 26 more in his second. The first player in 60 years to score 20-plus Bundesliga goals in 3 consecutive seasons. England's record goalscorer leaving familiar conditions for the first time at 30, and the goal return went up. The North London derby at White Hart Lane in March 2016, wearing a protective mask after a facial injury. Kane took Ali's back-heeled flick, cut inside Mertesacker, and curled it past Ospina into the far corner. The 4-goal performance at the King Power in May 2017 to seal his second consecutive Premier League Golden Boot. The penalties are part of the record. They are not the full story.
7 levels. From the players who turn chances into questions to the players who turn them into guarantees. If someone's in the wrong place, that's what the comment section is for. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.